Locals had the chance to learn about their rights as renters. The Sioux City Human Rights Commission held its Fair Housing Tenant Workshop at the Public Museum. Members of the Human Rights Commission talked about accommodations for disabilities, rights to have a service animal, and how to prevent an eviction. They also shared how important it is for renters to try and have a good relationship with landlords.
Being housed is one of the most important things in your life. If you don't have housing, then everything else may fall apart. So you have to maintain your housing, and some of that is, if you're renting, then making sure you have a decent relationship with that property manager or the landlord so that you do feel free to come to them when there's issues.
If you missed the workshop and you want resources about renters' rights, you can find that information inside the story at ktiv.com.